even though this means that it's technically raining, I would love to live in a world like this. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we started, exploring with Vandham here, and, right there we found the great blowhole. But more importantly, Rex got the ability to have, topple on his, what am I trying to say? To be able to topple with Anchor Shot. And Anchor Shot, of course, being able to topple, anytime you can get more toppling is great. So yeah, Rex was staying in our party right now, and we're still going to stay as Vandham, but I will switch out fairly soon, I think. Just gotta show off the new party member, Yeah. But anyways, we're just going to keep on heading along, and we should be able to pretty easily... Yeah. And right there, it's just marking that it is now sunrise, technically. It's a new day, but whatever. But yeah, we can already see the markers right here, so, let's just get into it.
And arrived.
Like I thought.
A Titan? So that weird power effect they clocked. Maybe this is the cause.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
I'll hazard it wasn't death by old age, either. Might have been an accident. On the other hand, it might have been attacked.
Hey, look! Seems like this Titan dying off has stirred up something else. Come on!
I think saying that the Titan was attacked is probably a good bet. Right here we got the Elder Arachno, which, the Elder Arachno is the driver. Now, I haven't really mentioned too much about launch. One of the best parts about launch is that it gives you free health potions. So, anytime you can get launched, that's just something you really want to have. Now right there, I want to get Vandham to drop the aggro, because, I'm very far, I'm on the other side of the enemy as everyone else, and even with Rex being attacked, that's affecting Mia as well. And no, I need you to aggro onto me and not Rex. No, aggro onto Vandham. Yeah, honestly, despite being real so now anytime that you have evasion, generally speaking, whenever you have an art, it doesn't really matter when you time it, in terms of when you actually use the art. But evasion ones are very different. Because evasion, you avoid every attack that it goes on while it's happening. And really, I should have done that better. That's on me. Oh well. This means that will be better suited for this time around. And we use level 4 in order, level 4 of our level 4 blade art in order to get a level 3 combo. Yeah, it's a good bit of damage right there. But there we put it with loadout, which is pretty nice. Staggering from time being, which is less important than, just getting that. Rex could topple him. Thank you. We can launch him. And I believe that anytime you do the fusion combo, it does an additional little bit of damage. But more importantly, I just wanted to go and grab that health potion that we got from performing the launch. But yeah, honestly, we're doing pretty well at this. Now, this is one of those times when it probably would be beneficial if I used one of those arts that did more damage against insects. Because despite the fact that technically an arachnid is not an insect, for the purposes of the game, it counts. Right there, we managed to, because we timed the fast twitch pretty well, we managed to completely avoid taking damage from that complete bite. Right now, we have Crescent finish the job. Yeah, as I said, that finishes the job.
The blade returned to its core.
So that monster was in resonance with the blade.
Torna cannot resonate. Stinky monster can resonate. Not fair.
But Master Pawn have Poppy.
Oh, Poppy!
If a blade loses its driver, it winds up like this.
So, is it like dead?
Nah. The crystal will start glowing again after a bit of time. Then a new driver can resonate with it. But
There's a but?
its memory will be totally zapped. It'll be reborn as a new blade. Won't remember a thing.
Yeah? That's pretty rough. To have all your past wiped out like that.
But memories can be painful as well. They can be a terrible burden. And a blade can live forever, as long as the crystal exists. It's just as well. Eternity is a long time to collect bad memories.
Pyra.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking, sometimes being able to forget is a blessing.
Come on. Let's get finished up here.
That's...
A core crystal!
what?
Well, that's where they come from. Out of Titans. This one's brand new and ready to resonate. Like a big steak, right before you take that first bite. It'll probably end up buddying up with a bunch of drivers. Every time the driver dies, it'll forget everything and return to its core. Eventually, it'll resonate with a new driver. Drivers dying, Titans dying. The blade just keeps on living through it all. It's a never-ending cycle, an eternal history. As mortals, we'll never be able to understand.
It's incredible. But Pyra already had a body when we found her. Could her old driver still be alive somewhere? Perhaps.
As cool as blades are, they're also kind of terrifying, right? Because, you know, just imagine being a blade, right? I mean, yeah, sure, you can summon a weapon at will, and, you know, you're basically immortal. But at the same time, every time you die, you forget everything you know. I mean, it seems like there's probably a little bit of personality that stays, I would assume. Just because, you know, we do have distinct personalities for our blades. You know, Chrisette acts very differently from Dromark, who acts very differently from Pyra, for example. And yet, you know, you're forgetting everything, you know. As we can see even now, you know, like Dromark has a good bond with Nia, but say, you know, if Nia would actually die, instead of just, you know, the typical, you know, faint in combat or whatever, then, you know, Dromark would forget everything. This time would mean nothing. And imagine that you managed to change, you know, say there was an evil blade that you managed to change from being bad to good, and they might just forget all of that over the course of time. But on a brighter note, we got a water slide. Monolith knows how wonky their water physics are, so they give us water slides that we can go and open up. This chest we can't do anything with. It is a side quest thing that we haven't unlock that side quest for. Actually, I think, if you remember back in when we first got here, there was that area with the acid pit. I think the quest item there leads to that quest, but I'm not certain. But anyways, our mission is to head to the training ground. The training ground's right here, so we might as well just jump on in.
Hey, hold still. I thought you were a tough salvager, Rex.
Give me a break. Pain is pain, isn't it? How about you? Are you hurt?
Don't worry, it's just a scratch. That was on purpose. You were hurting me on purpose, weren't you? Well,
I wasn't, honest. I was just rubbing the lotion in.
Rex, you rubbed it too hard. It hurts.
Hey,
See?
you two, give me a look at that. What is this? Haven't seen this before. Don't know why a blade would be stuck with a bunch of wounds. And they're exactly the same as Rex's. Incredible. Never heard of such a thing.
It's all true.
I just thought it was an accessory.
Vandham, that's not my style.
Blades are supposed to heal up right away, no matter what the wound. If the crystal's in one piece and the driver's alive, nothing can touch him. So why is she all bashed up?
That's just how the chips fell. It is what it is.
What it is a problem. It means if one of you kicks the bucket, you both do.
You told me that a good driver always protects his blade. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna protect her.
Easier said than done, kid.
Listen, Pyra, she saved my life, brought me back from the dead, so I won't die again. I've got to live, for her sake, until we get to Elysium, at least. We can make it together.
Rex, you mean?
Going to Elysium? I can't let that stand. It won't do. A bunch of amateurs stealing the show? The script exists for a reason.
Akos.
Please speak only when you're spoken to, traitor.
Traitor, traitor, traitor! Yeah, you're one of the baddies now, you villain.
I didn't betray anyone.
Then why do you stand with them? You think that is where you belong?
But I...
Who are these goons?
Torna. They're trying to get their hands on Pyra.
Torna?
Akos, just tell us what you're here for.
Well, the Aegis, of course. I just had to come and see the leading lady with my own eyes.
Jin put you up to this.
Well deduced. Oh, by the way, his orders were to deal with you in whatever manner I see fit. So, you know what that means.
You wouldn't. You're lying.
Why the surprise? Did you think he would still care about you? Oh, to live in your reality.
Ow!
Well, well. Your part in this play is coming to an end. So, time for you to shuffle off the stage.
What's wrong?
I know the name Torna. They've taken the lives of too many drivers, including some of my crew, good people. Rumor says it's because they're collecting core crystals. So, if this Akos is one of them... You! Zuo! Get everyone out of the village!
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Ready.
Got it. Thanks for this.
No problem.
It'll be tough. His blade's a Brona. She can manipulate the ether in the air. It lets him counter elemental attacks by generating fields of the opposing element.
Finally, a decent opponent for a change. Let's go!
And this is the first time we get to hear Deathmatch against Torna, which is an amazing song. I mean, it doesn't show up that much because, you know, Torna are boss level enemies, but, you know, yeah, still. But anyways, yeah, so, that, you know, that tutorial that I just kind of skipped through, that was telling us about chain attacks. We finally have access to those, and that is the main purpose behind having party gauge. Now, yeah, party gauge, it does, you know, give you the ability to, you know, it gives you the ability to revive your allies, but more importantly, you can see that we started off with a nice little orb around Akos already. That, you've seen it before. Anytime that we have a level 3 combo used, we can use that.
Leave it to me.
We can, you know, one of those orbs shows up, and I'll get to what that actually does in a sec. Hopefully, Rex actually has, right there, he's inflicted us with Shackle Driver. Shackle Driver, we can't do anything. It just makes the battle really boring, honestly. Yeah. I should hopefully have enough, yep. Just want to keep an eye on Cold Snap, so that I can maybe get you level 4 off, and I can, because I want to get up to, you know, right there, we get a Dead of Winter, and that forms another orb run. Now, if we press the plus button, we start a chain attack. Right now, since we only have Rock with Vandham, we'll go and do that, and we have to activate his special. Do that, and it damages that a little bit. Now, for set, do that, and now it lowers off that. Now with Perun, we smash the wind one. And now, we get that. So basically, those orbs are used in chain attacks. Each one does a bunch of damage when it's broken. And you break them, generally speaking, you want to use use an element that is opposite of the one that is in the an element that's opposite the one in the orb. So, you know, if you have a ice, you want to use a wind. If you have a wind, you want to use an ice. But you know, all that. Water, you want to use fire. Electric, you want to use ground. And light, you want to use dark. Obviously, vice versa on all of those. But yeah, you do a lot of damage. And overall, it's just really good to do. And we get money.
Such an honor, sharing a stage with the legendary Aegis! Huh? Why would the driver?
It seems that they're taking each other's damage somehow.
So that means that the Aegis is a mere mortal right now. In that case, a little more damage, and she'll be easy to deal with. Pyra!
Kids these days, I swear, can't leave you alone for a minute.
Could use a hand.
Leave it to me. I'll take this dog down.
What's happening?
What? The ether flow's disturbed. How am I supposed to deflect now?
You and your fancy moves. You lack grit.
Just too many of these bit players. My interest has waned. Brona, perhaps it's time for another tale.
Sure, sure.
Pyra! Pyra! Pyra!
How is she?
She's not badly hurt. Dromark thinks she just needs rest.
That's good to hear.
Maybe. I used too much power again.
Hey, Rex.
Hmm?
Know what the difference is between me and that Akos fella?
Well, he's a bad guy, trying to get Pyra. And you're... not?
Thanks for the vote of confidence, kid. What if I told you that we weren't that different?
Huh?
My crew at the village, we think we're fighting for justice. But a just fight? I'm telling you now, there's no such thing. What people call justice, it's just an excuse to fight. War is war. The more you stand up for yourself, the more people want to fight you. Before you know it, you're in a war. Listen, all I'm saying is, we've got our fight, and he's got his.
But what he's doing is...
Yeah, it's bad. But war ain't about right and wrong. Power. That's all it is. And power can take many different forms. It depends on the heart of its wielder. If we don't use our power, just because we're scared of it, we're done for. As for who's right and who's wrong, no one knows for sure. So all we can do is protect what's important.
I think I understand.
We all got our own war, kid.
My... war?